Now, the annual State of Black America report from the National Urban League uses data and analytics to lay out issues within the country to black citizens. The report details a wide variety of threats, from law enforcement to legislatures and newly passed laws to education restrictions and the growth of book bans. The report also talks about the rise in hate crimes in the country. According to a preliminary report from the Center for the Study of Hate and Extremism at California State University in San Bernardino, hate crimes increased by 44% in 2021. Joining us now to break it all down, President and CEO of the National Urban League, Mark Morial, Michelle Miller's husband.
That's my claim to fame.
That's how we have to.
That is my claim to fame. Hey, good morning to you and good morning to all.
It's great to have you. Let's start though with that data on hate crimes and why all this work is so important, because things are not getting better.
Mika, this report really dovetails into what you all have been talking about all morning, and that is the philosophy of extremism, the domestic threat to our safety, the doctrine of white supremacy infecting and infiltrating mainstream politics. What we seek to do with this report, though, is connect the dot. How is it affecting public policy decisions? So hundreds of bills have been introduced just since January 1 of this year to continue this campaign of voter suppression. Another 500 pieces of legislation have been introduced in states across the nation to suppress, censor, restrict the teaching of African American history, black history, and structural racism. And the FBI is noting that many of these right-wing, far-right militia groups have active relationships with law enforcement. So this threat is a significant threat, and it's a wake-up call to all that we've got to battle it, we've got to fight it. It affects black Americans most deeply, but it affects all Americans because it is destabilizing to American democracy.
Absolutely. It's not just hate crimes that are random. It's hate that's embedded in our political system, Reverend Al.
No problem with really underscoring how important this report is. The Urban League always gives an annual report. For them to go from just economic data to this, I think is significant. And Mark, when you came to our conference last week at National Action Network with other legacy organizations talking about this, the other thing that is different is that you worked with Jonathan Greenblatt and Yang and me and others in having a White House conference on hate crime. Last fall. So it is a real heightened problem that is not just one group, it's any non-white group, and it's at an emergency level.
And out of that summit and out of the work we're all doing together, we have Project Code, which is designed to build awareness amongst the community about hate groups and hate crimes and how to respond to it. But this, on the voter suppression front, can be stopped by the Congress of the United States. All they've got to do is pass the John Lewis Voting Rights Advancement Act, the Freedom to Vote Act. On the history front, we must understand that this country could descend into a period of like the age of darkness, anti-intellectualism. Let's not tell the truth. Let's just...
Anti-history.
Anti-history, so we've got to battle it. Black history today, what's tomorrow?
Yeah.
So we're going to fight it with every fiber.
I remember Jonathan Lemire at the beginning of the Trump presidency, a member of the family, saying, we don't have to look at history. We don't need to care about it. And I remember that being striking to me. Like, it was sort of like a blink moment where I thought, this is going to be the way things are going with their message.
Yeah, I mean, that president had no fluency with American history whatsoever, and lessons to be learned from it. And that's where I actually was hoping you could go a little further. We're seeing the impact in the classrooms with books being banned, with different philosophies being obscured, with fundamental parts of the American history refused to be taught. What sort of impact are you seeing there?
It has spurred a backlash. We're going to launch a Freedom to Learn campaign. in May with a broad array of academics, scholars, educators, intellectuals, legacy organizations are behind it. See, this is the thing. All of a sudden, politicians want to make education policy. This is not educators. This is not teachers. These are politicians who don't effectively fund education, who now want to interfere in what's taught. And it's dangerous because it's inconsistent with the First Amendment, and it's inconsistent with the free exercise of information and thought that is a time-honored American tradition. So we've got to fight it. We've got to battle it. We cannot allow it to become normalized. My concern is the normalization of extremism. It's always been there, but it's been on the fringe. It's been on the outside. It's now affecting, animating, and driving mainstream politics.
One of the greatest shortcomings of our country is Black women maternal mortality rate, infant mortality rate. Can you talk about what your research and the report revealed about the new restrictions on women's health and how they disproportionately impact women of color?
Impact Black women and their health and their right to make choices about their own body. And it's seen as an attack on civil rights. And it's seen on an attack on people's right to make individual decisions. And we know that many of the challenges of maternal health strike at Black women and Black families most deeply. So we need every choice, every tool, every medicine, every safe therapy at our disposal to try to address that. And so that is, the extremism is now in that arena as well. And that's the point of this report. It's now, Mika, affecting public policy decisions quite deeply. And we need a coalition of the willing, the able, and the committed to resist it.
I would think the National Urban League State of Black America report has a multi-pronged call to action.
Yeah, it does. And tomorrow we'll be at Morehouse College with the young students there in the Atlanta University Center to have a panel discussion and an official event releasing this report. So those of you in Atlanta, come see us. If not, check us out online. But the report is now available online to each and every one. So we want it to be, as Reverend Sharpton said, and we had a discussion at his conference, to spur a conversation and a discussion and a call to action.
All right, President and CEO of the National Urban League.
And Michelle Miller's husband.
And you got that right. She's amazing, and I love her book.
Yeah, thank you so much.